A boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say, Jimmy. Let's go. So, welcome to Boxing Inquiry. Today we have a special, extra special guest. I'm privileged and honored to be joined by just retired ex-professional boxer. Only just. He's the same age as me, nearly. Yeah. And he's only just retired. Yeah. And Jimmy, the Fist first. Welcome.
Eddie boy, listen, I'm the
It's
one who's honoured, privileged to be on your channel, brother, and a special guest, honoured for it. So good to see you, man. Good to see how you keeping.
I'm very well, thank you. Honestly, I mean, yeah, I'm good. I can't complain about life because I'm doing what I love. I'm involved with boxing still. I'm doing what I love on the media side of things, and it just keeps me involved, keeps me, and I just love what I'm doing. So this is just hopefully will encourage other big names like yourself to just come on and want to chit chat. Now, how's things with you?
Hey, listen, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I had my last fight as a pro end of February. So what's that? Beginning of February, so 3 months ago, something. And I thought, right, I'll strike while the iron's hot. And I was looking at premises anyway before I had my last fight, and we were looking for places, and the right place didn't come along. And then all of a sudden, like everything, when you keep chipping away at something, it just fell into place. That little piece of the jigsaw just came into place, and we got the right spot. It's quirky, it's crazy, just like me.
Tell the people then just a little bit. I mean, I know we've had discussions out off camera. So tell the people who haven't been privy to those conversations exactly what you're doing then at the moment with the gym.
Yeah,
and show us around, man. Tell us all. I want to know.
Hello to Eddie's viewers first, and hello people, and thank you for watching. Thank you for watching Eddie's channel and watching me. Yeah, we're at Brighouse Boxing Club. It's right at the top. It's the highest point in Brighouse town. Brighouse, which is in between Halifax and Huddersfield. It's called the rocked climbing wall, and we're up in the penthouse. And it's quirky. I've had a couple of great friends helping me out. We'll go on to that in a bit, as we've got one actually doing a bit of painting up there now, just after the mirrors, my boy Dooza. Yeah, we're ready to give a bit back. Do you know what I mean, Eddie? I had a good little stint in the pros and the amateurs, and now it's time to give a bit back.
Yeah, I remember. I'm just going to tell the viewers the first time me and you met.
Yeah, man.
We was at Dickies. We were at Dickies, weren't we? I was taking young Lucas, yeah, and there was me, you, and Big Callum stood in the corner. I didn't see you at that point. All I've heard is wham, 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 and I thought it was Callum. I thought it was Callum behind me on the heavy bag. I turned around and it's a lightweight, Jimmy, and I'm like, whoa! You were practicing your hooker cut.
That was it.
Not an uppercut, a hooker cut.
The hooker cut. Oh, mate, that's that's a cracker. A hooker cut. I certainly threw some shots in some weird and wonderful ways. You know what I mean?
I couldn't believe the amount of snap you had on your left hand, bro. The amount of snap. You hear it. You know, I've been in enough gyms to know.
Weirdly, yeah, my left hand, the hook was, my jab was probably, I like the jab. I had a good jab, big, long, dangly arms, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Whack it in the face. But I loved a good left hook as well. And I could whip them in all right. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
George, just show us a little bit of the gym so everybody can see how far you've got along with it. Oh.
Yeah. I'm just sat at the wall because I was literally running around like a flipping headless chicken. You know, it's like
you look well, man. You look your face, your complexion's nice and clear. You look real well, man.
Thank you very much, mate. Good. Thank you very much. I feel that to say I've just been, we've been working around the clock to get this gym going. Feeling all right, but yeah, I've just been sat here because I'm charging my phone up because so I might have to whiz back here, but I've got 23%, so we're all right for a bit. But listen, let me show you. Do you want to have a little guided tour?
Yeah, of course. Show the people. This is what we're here. This is what we want to see. We want to see the next big gym. Wow, it looks like a freaking spaceship, bro.
Yeah,
it looks like a spaceship.
It's like a spaceship. That's it, man. We're at the top of Rocked, climbing wall. My boy Scotty Williams came in and brought some serious bling, and I mean, he's done it for free. He's, I've had a lot of people get behind me, and he said, "Look, you flipping gave us some great times getting all old friends together for fights," and he was like, "Look, it'd be an honor and an absolute privilege." So first and foremost, you walk up the stairs. You're gonna love this, Eddie. I know you're gonna love this because you've trained, you've done a bit in New York, haven't you?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
You did a bit
I
in
don't
New
like I
York.
don't like to brag about my credentials. You know me. I try to keep it as low as possible, but
Yeah, well, listen, you know
if
what I
they
mean?
but you can tell the public and any other future viewers that they don't dare question my credentials.
Exactly, no one dares. Listen, Eddie, credit where credit's due. Do you know what I mean? If you've been New York City, that's where it's at. So first and foremost, you walk up the stairs, right? You've got
I bet it's
Brighouse
like the
Box.
Catskills, yeah, man.
Come here.
Sick.
I'm going to start from the very, very beginning. Yeah, you walk through the door. Wait, right to the, well, not the bottom of the stairs, but when you went to that door there, right? You went to that door. The third step, right? Your 1/4 step is onto a soft little cushion, so people watch your foot in. It's just onto a weird, into a little mat because we're in a climbing wall. It's flipping crazy. Well, have a look outside. This is where we are. We're at the highest point.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Look, listen, that's
So
brilliant. What a location. Location's everything, isn't it?
You're walking through the door. My man Gav Brammer, who works for Sky, got me some brilliant banners. Look at that straight
That's
away.
beautiful,
Boom.
man.
You know,
I noticed some in some of your promo videos.
Jonas Mayer. Then it's Welcome to Penthouse of Pain. Yeah. You
Brilliant.
see that?
Yeah.
And then you're walking up the stairs and you've got Brighouse Boxing Club, Jimmy First 2024. Yeah. Then you keep walking up and there's more things to see, right? That, I'll show you in a minute, and then up here.
That's a sick picture.
You've got big Jimmy First.
Oh, who's that big lump in you? Jimmy First with some big lump. I know it is.
There you go. And then this one, my man.
What's he like in person?
Oh, he's a great guy. He's a lovely, lovely, lovely guy. And then you've got this one, which is Madison Square Garden. Yeah, that was the first televised. That was the first televised fight at Madison Square Garden, and he's going to put my logo on it. He's brought that up. What a boy! It was his idea. Flipping unreal.
Brilliant.
You can see that, can't you? Yep. So then we've got the reception desk. We've got Jake LaMotta here. That's
one of my
heroes. On the wall. Big Jake here. We've got a few bits here from. We've got the Buddhas there. We've got a fruit bowl. People can help themselves to a bit of fruit if they get tired. That's what we're all about. Have a piece of fruit.
Absolutely. A lot of people forget about that when they're training as well. You need to eat. You've got to eat the right things.
Listen, you have a sugar load. People get a bit tired after whatever. Just have a piece of sugar. Yeah. All right. And then, so this is the first striking apparatus. Yeah. Top 10, Germany. Very different. Right. Okay. It's fully adjustable for the kids, for the height. Okay. You practice your hooks, your straight, your uppercuts and hooks. It's a beautiful piece of kit. Then you've got Sweet Sandy. It's a good bit. You don't see much of that in the UK. You don't see much of that, right? And then
I haven't seen one of those before. I haven't seen one of those. I've seen one of these before.
I'm a big fan of Sandy from Thailand. It's real good quality stuff. It's real solid. Big for uppercuts, hooks. Move at you and your angles. Like Ricky Hatton were very good with the body shots, bam, and then he changed angles. Those are fantastic for that. Then we've got the teardrop bag, the Sandy. Okay, another.
Yeah.
Anna, we've got some of the kettlebells, dumbbells, you know, a bit of everything down here. And then we've got Sandy. You've got the Philippine flag, where I trained out in the Philippines, in Manila. Hot, sweaty, just like in here. There you go. There's the atrium that we have. All right. The ring. Big Sandy bag. Your uppercut bag. Pure Travel, one of my sponsors. Mike Pure has helped me out. What a gentleman.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Ergo. Beautiful bags. Another Sandy. Again, Good Karma Coffee House, one of my other sponsors who's helped me out big time, feeds me, look after me. The bowling bag, this is nice, mate. It's great for movement. It's a nice soft on the hands. Lovely bag. Lovely bowling bag.
Canelo using this.
Fairtex. Yeah, that's right. Then we've got Berry Financial Management, my one of my other sponsors. Great guy, helped me out with everything. Bit of tough wear. The 2 Everlast for the kids here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We've got the title. I got this off a guy up in the garage. Picked it up for 75 quid. They're about 300 quid, them new. Like I said, I've got all these bags off Marketplace and friends and stuff like that. Trained in Brazil, trained in Mexico, and then
I'm gonna come to that. Yeah, but yeah, I know. So, but tell the people, they don't know.
And then my Cuba flag, which we got whilst we were out there, and we got it signed by all the team. By all the, look at this. You've got all the guys like Rafael Treco, Eduardo Cuba. We've got the Subcampeon Olympic 28 Beijing. Yeah, so it's been, it was good memories. Good memories.
It looks
mate.
very clean, Jimmy. Like I know it's not being actively used yet, but it's just well organized. It's the thing. I'm feeling the feng shui.
Yeah, my man. And then Performance Glass around the corner also sorted us these unbelievable mirrors. And again, an absolute whopping discount of a price with our flipping logo etched in there. Look at that.
I noticed on the video you had a lot of your equipment has been branded.
Again, my guy, Gav Brammer. This is fresh in from Saudi. It's fresh in from Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean?
That's where I'm going to be in January.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're doing a bit out there, aren't you? So, yeah, man. Peanut bag. The ringside peanut bag. Brilliant. This one, Pro Mex from Mexico, is a goat skin. Yeah, it's got goat skin leather. Yeah, and it's beautiful. Look at it. Absolutely beautiful. The big nice. Bad boy, 65 kg. None of this were easy getting up them steps. We've got 7 flights of stairs. Mad town. Crazy town, Eddie. Yeah, madness.
I can't even imagine. I'm so glad you didn't ring me.
Mate, honestly, my legs are stronger than when I was flipping boxing, mate. Honestly, it's like mental, and I've lost weight. You know what I mean? I think I've lost weight. I've lost muscle anyway. I'm a friend. And then another nice bowling bag. We've got another little nice ringside floor ceiling here. More mirrors there. So yeah, mate, it's all coming together. It's all coming together, man.
I'm so pleased you showed us all that, man. And let's take a seat. I've got some real good questions for you. I think the public will want to know.
I'll come back to charging my phone.
Yeah, that'll be great because I don't want to lose you. I know we're strapped for time, Jimmy, because you've got a 1-to-1. I mean, if you don't know, if you need to know, Brick House Boxing Club. It's the highest point in Brick House. Watch back the video back. Listen to what Jimmy said. He does 1-to-1. He's got a 1-to-1 at 4. So we're strapped for time. So I'm gonna do as much as possible, but as we can. So let's go all the way back to the beginning. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. Let's go back to the future in a DeLorean.
Quickly, let's give my boy Simpson a shout out, Mr. Callum Simpson.
Oh, of course, Callum. Get on the show, bro. We need to get him on here.
Get the big man on. Get the big man on.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying. He needs to read his messages.
He's a busy man. He's a busy man.
I bet he is. I can imagine. But yeah, he's definitely on my short list, 100%. He knows me. He's met me, so I don't see any reason why he wouldn't do it when he gets the time,
Yeah, bro.
So we're talking Jimmy first today. So, early beginnings. How did you first get into boxing? What inspired you to pursue this as a career?
Yeah, it was a weird one. It all just fell in. It all just happened bizarrely, really, Eddie. I was just your average Joe. I enjoyed my traveling. I was off around Thailand, Vietnam, traveling with pals when I was 22. Did my partying days and everything. Working at a recruitment company, and I partied hard. I did it all.
Well, listen, with 1990s house music, we can't be blamed for that.
89, 90s, we can't, mate. But that was the year. That was the time. But yeah, so I was working in recruitment at the time, and a good mate of mine, Nicky Betteridge, who now works for the board, is like an inspector, is at all lot of shows up north, and big Ricky Hatton fan, pestering me to go to the boxing gym with him, and I was like 27 at this age, and I was just like, oh, fuck's sake, right, I'm gonna go along just to shut this guy up, and then I got in there, I went down. First time, I thought, yeah, man, this is all right. We'll go again. And then I ended up like sparring Liam Walsh and Lynn Patrick Walsh, Richard Bittner, a few of the guys there. And, flipping coming home black and blue. And I was like, shit, man, all right, I need to get better at this. I need to move my head a bit more, and then that was that. I just fell into it accidentally, really, Ed.
Would you consider yourself similar to me, like, when you do something, you start something, and like you don't like people getting the better of you. You have to be the best, or be the best version of yourself in that.
capacity. Exactly. Yeah, without a doubt. You know, you could see. It's boxing's one of those ones, isn't it? You get hit and you either think, sod this, I'll go back to playing football or whatever. Yeah. You get hit. I got hit. I saw red and I was like, right, I want to get that fucker back, or I'm want to improve here. And you're seeing the lads that were the best in the gym, in the ring, doing the sparring, and it was like, right, I want a piece of that. You know what I mean? So and boxing's one of those. I always had a bit of natural fitness anyway, and a bit of strength. My dad's he was agricultural. You know, just strong farmer, big hands, just grafter type. Do you know what I mean, my dad? And I got a bit of natural strength from him. So I did have that. I did have a bit of strength, and then that combined with technique to lean on people and know how to use your strength in the right way in the boxing ring. You know, then that came later on, and and I was, look, let's be honest, I was a handful. I was a blooming handful in the amateurs and in the pros for anybody.
Yeah, listen. Well, you know that you see a lot of these press conferences, and they say, right, I'm going to take you to deep waters. Yeah, and they don't. You in every single effing fight I saw, it was a war.
Oh yeah,
and you're like, you were like one of them guys that you just wouldn't let your foot off their neck.
Yeah. That was it. I was on. Oh yeah. That was it.
I'm going to show a quick clip of this, just so everybody can see what Jimmy was like in his private.
Opportunity for these two to really stake their claim. And it's a fast start from both. Jimmy First just manhandles Corey Gibbs. Pan. That was the first time Jimmy First had a bit of real success. Rocked the head back to Corey Gibbs.
Corey Gibbs isn't in trouble. He's not spitting the gum shield out.
I know, but I'm not a stickler for the rules. But rules are rules. He's got to have a piece of safety equipment that fits. Again, it's on the floor. My word.
Jimmy!
And Jimmy First gets it. Well, I eat my words.
I mean, your central area, that's your natural progression after that, then I suppose in an English title.
So I just showed a highlight. I don't think we can speak when that's being shown, but I showed the highlights of the knockout of Newell. Am I right? Newell? Overhand right? Unbelievable, like polarizing knockout. And I was showing the fight with Gibbs. Why was Gibbs kept spitting his gum shield out? What was he trying to do? Was he trying, in your opinion, because you were in there with him, man? Tell me.
I don't know. I think I actually believe that he was. I think I heard afterwards that he said he'd misplaced it or he'd lost it during the warm up, during the workout, the public workout, and then they had to go to Sports Direct or somewhere, get another one, and it just wasn't correctly fitted. I don't believe he was spitting it out, but I was certainly forcing it out at certain parts. And listen, we took him to deep waters, and I definitely deserved that win. That was, I
know you did.
I knew how to, you either sink or you swim when it comes to those deep waters. But I think it wasn't prepared. It wasn't expecting what I brought. I think they just thought, this is a stepping stone. This old Jimmy First is a walkover. And then when I put it on him and I didn't go away and I kept flipping walking through his shots, they were like, shit, man, he's not. And he was demoralized. There was a few things. Listen, Gibbs is a good guy. I've sparred with him after since. Listen, sound guy. We had the rematch. And when we had the rematch, they just had to change tactics completely. And it was like, do not stand there. Do not stand and trade. I remember Max McCracken was like, get out. Don't stand there. Don't let it, you know what I mean? And it was just tap, run. Because listen,
really, they didn't want to. There were no exchanges with you.
No. It was like
they didn't want to engage.
Don't sit in the pocket. Don't engage. And listen, it was a good game plan, and they just stayed southpaw the whole time.
So it was more of a fencing match.
Yeah, it was. And look, he's a damn good operator. He's very, very good at that.
And he's half your fucking age as well, Jimmy.
He's fucking, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Come on. This guy, man, honestly, I can't. He's like, you're like 3-4 years younger than me, man. And it's like, I'm watching you on Sky. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Exactly. That's what they were saying. Like,
More reflections then. More reflections. Sorry, I'm just cautious of time, Jim. That's all, brother.
all good. All good. But
So
listen,
career highlights, yeah. This is just reflections. So career highlights. What are the most memorable moments of your boxing career? Is there any particular fight or achievement that stand out in your mind?
Listen, it had to be the Gibbs fight, the winning the Central Area title, and a great fight with Brian Phillips. You know what I mean? All good. And you know, I'm fighting for the English title. It didn't go my way, but still another good. You know, it was. Listen, I was getting recognised, and I know that I had a good spin at it. I had a good crack at it. Yeah, but yeah,
I
definitely
read a little bit of a Cinderella story.
bit of a Cinderella. Yeah, exactly. That's it. And then
What's the gentleman called?
what's
Josh
that one?
Warrington. What's that gentleman called? They always say Cinderella story. The boxer, always forgetting his name.
The Cinderella man. Who is it now?
Cinderella man. Who
Yeah.
is it?
Cinderella man.
You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what I'm on about. Yeah, him. He needs to get on the show. He'd be good as well.
definitely.
If I can remember his name, that'd help.
You remember Cinderella man? I think my man's googling it now. Doos is having a look. We'll come back to you on it.
Yeah. Challenges. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced throughout your career, both in and out of the ring?
It's a good question. It's a hard question, that one.
Take your time, man. Reflect. These are all reflective. I'll ask it again. So, challenges. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced throughout your career, both in and out of the ring?
Yep. James B. Braddock was the Cinderella man. James Braddock. Yep. So biggest challenge inside and outside of the ring. I think outside of the ring, yeah, it was dealing with injuries at my age, dealing with and balancing basically having a day off, resting, and the right amount of training. For a 42-year-old guy, 40-year-old, 41, 42, 43, 39, the whole lot. It was about, I mean, I was picking up injuries in sparring 3 weeks out, and then I'd have to stop. You know, the critical time for sparring for big fights. And I'm getting, my hands were always, I'd always have problems with my hands, my knees. So I won't run more than 5, towards the end of my career, I won't be able to run more than like 5K because my knees started going funny. So I had to do things, you know, I had to rely on my, on a lot of natural fitness that I had. So inside the ring, you know, definitely that, but with the boxing, it was for sure dealing with injuries and balancing my the body maintenance, if you know what I mean, having the rest days where you need to. And again, if I had a really hard spar, I'd probably need to take the day off. Or if I was having a spar, I'd need a rest day before I had a spar. Where the youngsters, they can do strength work. They'll do a strength and conditioning session. Then, you know, and then they'll go and spar the next day and be absolutely fine. So that was challenging. Do you know what I mean? The older body.
I can't even imagine. It's challenging when I was a young man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so I can't even imagine. So we'll move on from reflection. So personal insights and experiences. So these are good questions. These are really good questions, man. I really prepared for this.
Questions.
Mentorship, mentor. Okay, you know who my mentor was? Kevin Rooney. Okay. Yeah. Now, who were the key figures or mentors in your boxing journey? How did they influence you?
Yeah, it's a great question.
Who did you look up to? You know, so let's go through it again. Who were the key figures and mentors in your boxing journey, and how did they influence you?
Yeah, I tell you what. I mean, I always looked up to Tyrone Nurse. I was following Tyrone, real slippery operator, real tricks, a great fighter. And when he won the English, when I watched him win the English against Tyler Good John, who's now a bare knuckle fighter. I think I just had my one amateur, or my second or third amateur. And then 10 years later, I'm fighting for the English, which was utter madness at the age of flipping 42.
Not madness, mate. Listen, I'll tell you what's madness. Madness is doing something you hate for 50, 60 years and dying. That's madness. You're doing, what you did took grit, determination, balls, cojones, and you did it for your fucking family. Sorry, I don't swear much, but you know.
Yeah, exactly. But mentors, early on, there was the guys at Halifax Boxing Club. I mean, to be fair, look, my amateur club, Halifax Boxing Club. The owner of the Mick Rowe, there was Robert Paradise, Pa Walsh, Patrick Walsh, Johnny Maud, all the guys down there. Yeah, Dale Smith, Doozer was working there, Ted Lever, all these guys were great, and that was the start of it. And then Chris Aston, my manager trainer, fantastic guy. Chris Aston, absolute beast of a man, would absolutely. He's like, you're young, you're 40 years old. Yeah, that's not old. You're a young man. You can do anything. And he'd push you through it, and he'd kind of like switch my mentality. I mean, I was strong-minded, but it's sort of like, emphasize that. So Chris Aston, good mentor, real good mentor, and then I started working with Mark Hurley, Dickie's gym, probably into my 5th, 6th pro fight. Yeah, I did some sparring over at Dickie's, and we were chatting and this, that, and the other. And I just went over for a session and then loved it working with Mark. So I had a great team, and then Mark's technical side of things. The guy studied Uzbek, studied Russians. He's got that, real cuteness about him. And so then
I know it's good, but I watched all your fights, man, and when Mark, I remember having that conversation with you. You said to me once, Eddie, I used to be a slam and bang fighter, but since Mark got involved with my career, it just changed my inside game completely. And then when I watched I only really noticed it against Gibbs and Newell, especially Gibbs, because Gibbs wanted to trade. He didn't have a good game plan. You had a good game plan. You sussed him out in that first fight, and I don't care what the commentators wrote you off. They wrote you off.
Yeah, the homeboy won it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course, they wrote you off. But Mark, to his credit, he's a brilliant trainer, mate. I have to confess.
Brilliant man, brilliant
nice
trainer.
Guy.
Absolutely brilliant guy. Yeah, nicest man you'll ever meet, and one of the best.
Yeah, great trainer. Trained Josh Warrington, Callum Simpson, and the list goes on.
Gary Dykes, Femi. Yeah.
Moving forward, reflections on boxing, changes in the sport. How do you think boxing's changed since you first started? Are there any trends or developments you find particularly interesting right now? Like, for instance, I watched this big brawl earlier, Masvidal versus Diaz, and it's not UFC, it's a boxing fight.
Yeah.
Well, what is there anything? I remember when I first started, things were so different.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to punch anything. I wasn't even allowed to put my gloves on when I started boxing until Kevin was happy with me on the slip bag.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So what would you say the big differences are from when you started to now?
I think the big differences for me since it's all these misfits business, isn't it? You know what I mean? I'm not keen. It's becoming a little bit. It was very money already, but now it's even more money orientated. Like the Saudi. They're going. Everyone's going where the money is. His Highness and all that. And it's nice that he's getting some good 50-50 big.
His Excellency. Get it? I don't joke. I'm going out there, and I'm only watching this interview and me getting it wrong. And we're going, no, you can't come. You call me Your Highness. It's His Excellency. Turkey, I'll shake. Yeah. When I go out there, bro, I'm gonna go out there like I'm like you. I just do.
Yeah.
I think and then just do.
Do it exactly. Get out there
because Riyadh season's finished now.
Yeah.
To live in Riyadh is 47% cheaper than London. To get a one-bedroom cosmopolitan apartment in Riyadh city centre will cost you between £500 and £600 a month.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for a couple of months. Connections I'll make.
Go and do
boxes I'll meet. Just dinning around, just get involved.
Precisely. Go
I mean?
on. Get your face done.
Advice for aspiring boxers. So I'm good friends with Waleed, as you know, and I've seen his development. He's 18 now, got a title in the amateurs. I'd love to get him on, not just to have a chat like me and you are. I've not asked you a question like, "Oh yeah, Jimmy, who are you training? Who they're going to knock out next?" and all this smokiness. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in inspiring, uncovering no stones unturned to inspire young kids or people at the age of maybe 25 who want to get into boxing late. You're a brilliant advocate for that, bro.
Yeah.
And that's something you need to be, I would say, proud of, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. I mean, I had
advice for aspiring boxers. Do you have any?
Say again, sorry.
What's your advice for aspiring boxers? What advice would you give for the young guns that are coming through?
Again, there's a lot. You have to take it seriously because a lot of these young guns, they want to do boxing to say I've been a boxer, or to sort of like just be because is it cool or this and that. It's a damn hard sport. You have to take it seriously. You have to be willing to graft. You have to be willing to go above and beyond. And don't get me wrong. I mean, if you just want to do it for a bit of fitness and a bit of fun, that's cool as well. Us here, we're going to be, everybody's welcome. We'll be doing classes for anyone who just wants to come and learn a bit of boxing, learn a bit of technique, bit of discipline. But, the young aspiring boxers, if you want to be a boxer and you want to go far, you have to be willing to put the work in. You know what I mean? You have to be willing to train every night. You need to be getting up at 3 a.m. and going running, 5 a.m. going, 6 a.m. You need to be training 2-3 times a day, because there's always someone better out there. There's always someone who's training harder. So you have to be willing to put it all on the line. Yeah. And if you're not, then it's go and take up table tennis, go and take up badminton, tiddlywinks, chess, poker.
Oh, you just killed me. Come off camera a second there, bro.
Backgammon. Oh,
stop it. Right. Next question. Next question. You like this one, Jim? Favorite fighters? Hold on. Who are some of your favorite fighters, past, present? Who do you and what do you admire about them?
Listen, I think what my favorite guy is, and I might. It's not just because I've been out there a bit. I did some training out there and travelled around the Philippines. It has to be Manny Pacquiao is my favorite.
Pac-Man.
Because what he stands for, what he's done for his people. He's built houses for a lot of the poor, and he's very, very poor. It can be parts of very poor. The slums are very, very, they're living off, they're eating scraps. They're recooking up scraps that have been found in bins. And then, it's, and what he's done. I mean, listen, there's never been an 8 division 8 weight champion, world champion. Manny Pacquiao, he started off when he was flipping, 15, having some flipping sandbags in his pocket so he could make the weight, because he was too light. And he went up for division. So what a guy.
Was there anything particularly about his boxing style or movement that you tried to emulate?
Unbelievable. His head movement, his slipping, his sliding, his speed, his hand speed had to be one of the fastest I've ever seen. Probably one of the fastest hand speed of all time, surely. Manny. So yeah, what he stands for, what he's done for the people. He's a god out there. He's a Senate. He's in the blooming.
I think he's got his name. He's on the money. So his face on the money.
He's on it. He is exactly. That's it. King. He'll be. Yeah. If there's ever a king out there, it'll be King Pacquiao. Yeah.
Good for him as well, and he deserves it. Well deserved.
Yeah.
So let's talk about. I'd like to just move this on now a little bit because obviously I'm time conscious. This is going to be out later, but we'll talk about that later. But transition, life after boxing. Okay, you'll like this. Life after boxing, man. Transition to retirement. How was the transition from the beginning? How was the transition from being an active boxer to retirement? What were the challenges and what were the rewards?
You know what? It was a big challenge and a big decision because in my mind, it was after I had 3 losses. I had 15. I think it was 14 wins.
15, bro.
But what I mean is up to being unbeaten. Up to being I was 14 wins, and then I defended my title against Josh Padley, and he just sort of like I wasn't 100% that night, but credit to him, he took my jab away by some nice slipping, and he just he won that fair and square, and then I lost three. I lost three on the bounce, so I was like, it was so you could say it was on the slide, and then when I fought for the English, and Luis Sylvester, not renowned for being the biggest puncher, but he's got speed. I boxed for the English title against Luis Sylvester, and it was the first round, and he caught me, caught me. I went down, and that was the first one was a heavy knockdown, but I got up, because I have got a heart of a blooming lion. I got up, and then I think the second one he pushed me down. Then there was another bit of then he caught me again on the back of the head. I went down. Then the third time again, bit of a rough scramble. And fair play, great boxer, Luis Sylvester, but I felt like I could have carried on. And then it was like, and then they stopped it in the first round, and I was like, fuck. So I was like, shit, did I just get caught cold? Or did my punch resistance go? Because I'd usually walk through shots like that. Was I caught cold? Was it my punch resistance? So that was that. And then Mark Hurley and Callum, we had a discussion, and it was like, look, you've done amazing, and I was advised to, it was like, maybe it's time. So I was like, shit, and maybe it is, and I was thinking about it, and it was a difficult decision, but you listen to good people around you. You have to listen to good people around you, and I was like, shit, it's a hard one to swallow, but I probably knew they were right, but it was a hard choice to make. Do you know what I mean? It was very, very hard because I thought I've still got fire. I want to keep going till 45, but then again, you have to think about your health. I thought, well, look.
Then what? It's like it's always 45, and then it's maybe 50.
Maybe one more. Just one. Exactly.
How in your personal life, like what have you managed? And obviously, look at the gym. Look at what you'd be managing to get done now at the time.
Yeah.
Unbelievable achievements. In your personal life, without going into too much personal detail, do you find life a lot more relaxing now? Do you enjoy just being a spectator? I found that real difficult. When I was training, I found it really difficult to be a spectator, as as Mark knows as well. Yeah, so it's just one of those ones, It's just that's why I don't get involved. I was falling out with this boxing coach over nothing. This kid, he was just talented, I got into a really high level, Lucas, and I was falling out with these guys that I really had no personal issues with. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now my life's so much more simpler. I enjoy this side of the boxing. So how are you finding it?
You know what? I've been enjoying. That's one thing I don't miss as well. The dieting, the diets.
Making weight. I used to hate that.
I'm into weight. So that side of things nice. Enjoying a beer here and there, eating what I like. But I still eat quite healthy. I'm still trim. I'm still in good shape.
You looks like you're ready to go. You look like you're ready to go this weekend.
I'm only 10.5 stone. I'm a walking around weight.
I can't believe that you are. I used to fight at 10.5 stone. That was my weight.
Yeah.
68 kilograms, 69 kilograms.
It's getting up and down these stairs, though, Eddie, where I am. It's getting up and down these stairs. It's, it's keeping my legs are strong, and I'm, that's
it's carrying them bags up the stairs and shit, man. That's what it is. So, in your personal opinion, Jimmy, in your personal opinion, I know the answer to this question already, I think. Who is the one to watch that you've got your ear to the ground with boxing? You know what's what. And I know what you're gonna say. Who is the main man to watch right now? In your opinion?
I'm wearing him out. I'm representing. Man. I'm representing the man.
Brother, I'm just going to say his name. His name is Callum Simpson, people. And if you don't know, you better get to know. And that's it.
Yeah.
And that's it, isn't it?
He's a ferocious. He's an absolute gentleman, but he's a gentle giant, isn't he? You know what I mean? He's an absolute gentle giant, ferocious. He's got that. You know, if he smells blood, he'll finish. He can finish. He's got speed, everything. But there's Corey O'Regan from that.
He did a
gym.
good
He's
job with
great
Mbambe.
kid.
Mbambe, his name, yeah.
Oh, he did. He did a great job at the Mbambe.
Lovely guy. I mean, I met him 2 or 3 times at Mark's gym, and I remember when he was like 2-0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember talking to him, and he was like 2-0, and he was on the walking machine, running machine after training. So anyway, future outlook. We're coming towards the end of the questions. What outside of boxing? What are your hobbies and interests?
Outside of boxing, well,
Table
I enjoy
tennis. Table tennis.
Table tennis. I
Table
tried to play
tennis.
a bit of tennis. Tiddlywinks. Yeah. Backgammon. Yeah. No, my boy does actually, but no, I enjoy traveling, but I don't think I'll be having an holiday for some time. Not for the first year anyway.
How would you describe Mexico City to me?
Oh well, yeah, we haven't even spoke about Mexico and Cuba and places like that because again, they were huge inspirations to me when I was out in Cuba, particularly because we spent a lot of the most time out there. But to answer your question, Mexico City, tacos, man. And the food, the street food's unbelievable. And people are like, oh, Mexico City, it sounds dangerous. It is, but the you know what? The cartel actually protects the tourists out there. So it was absolutely safe as houses. We went to the Romanza gym, and funnily enough, good story. Nacho Bernstein. We just walked in. We didn't even know if it was going to be open. Right? I took 2 trains and a taxi to cross the city of Mexico City, one of the biggest sprawling metropolises on the planet. And we got 2 trains and a taxi to the Romanza gym. And they were all training. And by sheer luck, Nacho, the man himself, Hall of Train fame, and Nacho Bernstein, who trained Juan Manuel Marquez, Chocolatito, but no, not Chocolatito, what's the other, the main Mexican call, go back in the day. It'll come to me. But anyway, yeah, big Nacho. In fact, we've got the picture of it here. It's been brought over to me now. Walked into his office. Well, he was there in his office. Come here. That way. Me and big boy Nacho. Yeah. Me and Bernstein. We walked into his office, Eddie. Are you there? Are you frozen? But if it's still going, it's still going. I'll tell you, yeah, we walked into his office and he was eating a bean taco. And he was eating a bean taco.
Can you see me? Are we back online, yeah?
We're back on, yeah. Could you hear me there? Did you see that? Are you there, bro? Oh, yes.
Perfect.
You're back.
That's better.
You're back. What did you get of that? So we're on about
That's
Mexico
much
City.
Did you find the humidity in Mexico City quite ferocious?
Unbelievable. So I was just saying, Nacho Bernstein, there he is, yeah? I've lost you again.
Got you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Are you back? Yeah. So we walked into his office. Yeah, we walked into his office and he was eating a bean taco, sorry. Are you there? Yeah. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm here. It's just breaking up. It's a very bad connection.
Yeah, it just gone off. We're going.
But I can see the picture and who you're with, man. That's phenomenal. I saw the picture. That's phenomenal. Did you bump into Mauricio Lara or anything like that while you were there?
But we walked into his office and he was eating a bean taco, and he put it down to have a picture with us, which was cool. Are you there, man? Are you there? Yeah. Yes. Are you back?
So one more question, because the internet's it's shot to pieces, isn't it, Jim?
Don't know why.
It's shot to pieces, and I know you've got a 1-to-1 coming up.
Don't worry, boss. Gone again. Casey got in touch. He's waiting for a part for that, so hopefully it's going to be our back end. You're back. We've lost you, bro. We lost you. You good?
Right, that's got to be better now. Yeah, we're back. I don't know why I don't know why it's doing this. It's a very, very poor signal. That's all.
Yeah, it's weird. We've got the most of it, Eddie.
So it's not good. We've had a really good interview anyway, Jim.
We're blooming out. We have.
We've had.
Do you want to get that last question in, or it's gone? It's a shame, isn't it? It's been a good one, hasn't it? Smart as all. Lad I've got in Ryan, he's called, young lad. I don't know if it's completely gone, this. Yeah, nice lad. Yeah, muscle. Yeah. You what, mate? Yeah, don't worry, it's 10 to. I think they're coming just after anyway. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Well, Eddie, it's been a pleasure, mate. Thank you for the interview. We've lost you. We've lost each other, but God bless. And God bless to everybody. And thank you for listening, man. Take it easy, gang.